Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, December 15th, 2023. Today we'll recap last night's Thursday night game and look ahead to the games for Sunday. Then we have college football bowls and FCS semifinals and the Celebration Bowl as well. College basketball, NBA, NHL, soccer, Survivor, news and notes, and best bet Fab 5. We'll start with Thursday Night Football. It was an absolute bloodbath for the Las Vegas Raiders as they come out on top by a score of 63-21. Yes, you read that right. That was 42-0 at halftime. The Raiders easily won and covered. They're 6-8, still kind of flirting in the AFC playoff mix. Chargers are finished at 5-9. I gotta admit, this game reminded me so much of when the Rams killed the Broncos on Christmas and Nate Hackett was literally fired the next day. I won't be shocked if Brandon Staley is fired when this podcast is posted, if not before it's posted. Oh my goodness. Just a disgrace for the Chargers. Like, Brandon Staley, I'd be shocked if he's in a job in 24 hours. All right, so we have 3 Saturday games. First up, 1 o'clock NFL Network, you have the Vikings and the Bengals from Cincinnati. I have projected Bengals by 3, total 41 and 7/20. And it is Bengals by 3, total 40.5. So slight over. 4:30 NFL Network, Steelers, Colts. My line is Colts by 3, total 42.5, and it's 1.5 and 42.5. Slight lean to the Colts. Pittsburgh's a team on a tailspin without Kenny Pickett. In the third game in primetime, the best game of the 3, Broncos-Lions on NFL Network. My line is Lions 5.5, total 48 and 3/20, and it's 4.5 and 47.5. Slight lean to the Lions, although I would not be shocked if the Broncos found a way to win. Sunday, 1 o'clock on Fox. Bears-Browns. My line is Browns by 5, total 43 and 17/20. And it is 2.5 and 38.5. I like the over. Next up is Bucs-Packers on CBS. My line is Packers by 1, total 41.5. And it is 3.5 and 41.5. I'm going to take the Bucs plus 3.5. I gave that one away to Doug Saravo when he was on the show the other, a couple of hours ago, or I should say yesterday. Feels like a couple hours ago, but it was yesterday. On CBS, you have the Texans at the Titans. The line is projected Texans by a half, total 41 and 9/10. If CJ Stroud doesn't play, and then that goes to Titans by 3.5. And we have here Titans by 3, total 37.5. This is a hard one, but I'm going to say with or without Stroud, I like the over. Next up on CBS, you have the Jets and the Dolphins. My line's Dolphins 11.5, total 44 and 3/4, and it is 9.5 and 37.5. I absolutely adore the over in this game. Chiefs-Patriots. My line here is Chiefs by 7.5, total 36 and 19/20, and it's 8.5 and 37. I'm going to do slightly New England. On Fox, Giants, Saints. My line here is Saints by 5, total 40 and 3/20, and it's 6 and 39.5. Tough one, but I'm going to do slight lean Giants. On Fox, Falcons, Panthers. My line is Falcons by 5, total 40 and 7/10, and it's 3 and 34. Love over. 4 o'clock on CBS, Commanders Rams. My line's Rams by 6, total 47 and 9/10, and it is 6.5 and 15.5. I actually really like the under in this game. That's a high total. Don't trust the Commanders offense. 49ers Cardinals on CBS. My line is Niners by 6, total 44 in the 10th. Some injuries on the Niners. Factors into that, and it's a whopping 12.5, total 47.5. I'm going to take the Cards plus the 12.5. All right, game of the weekend, 4:25 on Fox. Kevin Burkhardt, Greta Golson on the call. Cowboys, Bills. Mine's Cowboys by 2, total 47 and 19/20, and it's Bills 1.5, total 50.5. So this was a hard one to do, and I decided to go Cowboys plus 1.5 and plus 114 outright because nobody's picking the Cowboys. And last but not least, on Sunday Night Football, you have the Ravens against the Jaguars. I project Pick'em in 45 and 9/20, and it's 3.5 and 42.5. I'm going to take the Jags plus the 3.5 and plus 138 to win the game on the field. All right, now we'll move on to college football. So, am I going to start with the Bulls or FCS? Let's see. All right, we are going to start with, let's start with FCS. Just because there's a game tonight at 7 o'clock. Semifinals. Albany, South Dakota State. My line is Albany 10.5, total 47 and 9/20. And South Dakota State is giving 21, total 46.5. I'm taking Albany to cover. That's a large number. .4:30 on ESPN2, FCS semifinals, North Dakota State, Montana. My line's Montana by 8, total 53 and a 20th. Is North Dakota State favored? No, they're not. They're only a 1.5 dog, total 50.5. Everybody loves North Dakota State. It's a big name program. Everybody just adores them. And I am going to lay the 1.5 of Montana and be a contrarian here. All right, the Celebration Bowl at 12 o'clock on ABC. That usually is the first bowl, but it's actually not this year. That is the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which we'll get to in a second. So from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Howard, Florida A&M. My line's Florida A&M by 13.5, total 48 and 9/20, and it's 6.5 and 15.5. I absolutely love Florida A&M. I'm going to lay the 6.5. So I'm going to lay it with A&M for the first bowl, for the Celebration Bowl. Right, now we'll move on to the bowls, regular bowls. So the Myrtle Beach Bowl you have on at 11 a.m. on ESPN, Georgia Southern and Ohio from Conway. My line is Ohio by 9, total 49 and 2/5, and it's Georgia Southern 3.5, total 48.5. I think the wrong team's favor. Give me Ohio plus the 3.5 and plus 136 outright. New Orleans Bowl 2:15 on ESPN. Jacksonville State and Louisiana. My line's Jacksonville State by 6, total 55 and 3/10. And it's 2.5 and 58.5. So this is a little bit of a difficult one as well. And I here will lay 2.5 with Jacksonville State. They've had a terrific season. 3:30 on ABC of the Cure Bowl between Miami of Ohio and App State from Orlando. My line is Miami by 6.5, total 53 and 3/20. And we have App State 6.5. Why is App State favored? Total 42.5. Oh my God. Give me Miami of Ohio plus the points plus 205 outright. There's going to be a lot of dogs winning outright on Saturday. I'm telling you that right now. Next up is the New Mexico Bowl from Albuquerque, New Mexico State and Fresno. My line is New Mexico State by 3, total 52.5. And it's 3.5 and 51.5. So this is the closest projection I've had so far, so slight over. Next up is the LA Bowl, UCLA and Boise State from SoFi. My line is UCLA by 4, total 50 and 4/5. So some of that is home field advantage related. And it's 4.5 and 48.5. So right team's favored for once. Over. Love the over in that spot. And last but not least, on Saturday, 9:15 on ESPN, Cal, Texas Tech. And the Independence Bowl in Shreveport. My line's Pick'em in 59 and the 20th. And it's Texas Tech by 3, total 56.5. So 3-point edge on Cal. And a little over 2.5 edge on the over. So I'm going to take Cal plus the 3. I don't know if they'll win outright too, but they're to win outright. So, okay, now, college basketball next. We will go over the results from last night, we had tonight, and the weekend. I don't have time to go over everything coming up over the weekend, but Saturday and Sunday we'll just do notables. So results from yesterday: Jacksonville over Trinity Baptist 91-54, Youngstown State over Bethany, West Virginia 107-70, number 23 Wisconsin over Jacksonville State 75-60, Tulane over Furman 117-110 in double OT, Morgan State over SMWC 102-33, Campbell over Augustine 97-48, Northern Kentucky over Cumberland, Kentucky 94-59, Charleston over Citadel 86-71, Florida over East Carolina 70-65, New Orleans over Birmingham Southern 91-51, number 7 Marquette over St. Thomas 84-79, Grand Blanc loses to Drake 68-56, South Dakota State over Mayville State 94-62, and Lamar over Yale Monroe 97-73. Small window again tonight, 7 o'clock. You have Tusculum, East Tennessee State, Skip, St. Andrews, NC Central State, Mount St. Mary's, St. Front, PA. My line is Mount St. Mary's by 5 3/4. And we have 7.5 and 134.5. I'm going to take St. Francis plus the points. Right, Bridgeport College, Virginia Avon, Skip both. 7:30 a.m. Texas Grab Lines. Half is Brown 3.5 to 149. I'll take Corpus Christi plus 40. Texas State Sam Houston. My line is Sam Houston by 5 3/4. And it's 3.5 and 133.5. I'll take points. Northern Colorado and Colorado 8 o'clock. Pac-12 North minus Colorado 23.5. 22.5. Under. Cleveland State Bradley. My line is Bradley by 6. It's 9.5 149. I'm going to take Cleveland State on the points. 9 o'clock New Mexico State on CBS Sports Network. My line is 14.5 and 153.5. On the or today, interesting. Or I should say for tonight. 10 o'clock on ESPN2. Number 5 UConn. Number 10 Gonzaga. From Climate Pledge, that's the home of the Kraken. Game of the night in college basketball for sure. Maybe game of the weekend. My line's UConn 1.5. And it's 4.5 on 149.5. I'll take Gonzaga plus the points to cover in what should be a home court advantage. Next up is Bakersfield Fresno. My line's Fresno by 7 1/4, and it's 9.5 and 131.5. I'll take Bakersfield and the points. And then Portland State San Diego, I have Pick'em. And it's 1.5 for Portland State, total 151.5. I'll take the over on that one. All right. Notable games for Saturday, 12 o'clock, ESPN2, LSU number 19, Texas, CW Network, LaSalle number 24, Miami, Big Ten, Georgia Tech, Penn State, 12:30 CBS number 2, Kansas, Indiana, 1 o'clock LA, Rutgers, 1:30 Fox Sports 1, Sacred Heart, Providence, 2 o'clock on Fox, number 6, Baylor, Michigan State, number 20, James Madison, Hampton, Bryant Townsend, Ryder, Monmouth, Pac-12 Network, Santa Clara, Wazoo, SC State Pitt on the ACC Network, Temple, VCU, 2:15 CW, Georgetown, Notre Dame, 2:30 ESPN2, Texas A&M, number 4, Houston. That's at the Toyota Center, so that's kind of a home court for Houston. Big Ten Network, Eastern Michigan, 3 o'clock, number 13, Clemson, Memphis. Maybe Memphis finally loses. 3 o'clock, CBS, Ohio State, UCLA. That's in Vegas. Oh, no, that's in Atlanta this year. The CBS Sports Classic's in Atlanta. That's different. That's usually in Vegas. Missouri State, Tulsa's not bad. 3:30 Fox Sports 1, Fordham, St. John's. Is that at the Garden? Yes, it is. That's a big one. St. John's better be ready. 4 o'clock ESPNU, number 15 FAU and St. Bonaventure. San Fran, Utah State, Chicago State, Valpo. 4 o'clock Pac-12 Network, Utah Valley, Utah. AC Network, Vermont, Val Tech. Gardner-Webb, App State. Little Chicago, South Florida. 4:30 on Peacock. Oh, this is the game of the weekend. Number 1, Arizona. Number 3, Purdue. Why the hell is that on Peacock? I don't think Peacock thought that game was going to be that good. But holy crap, it is. 17-1 combined between the two teams. Big Ten, Florida A&M, and Iowa. The Colangelo Classic, Loyola Marymount, and Santa Barbara. In Phoenix at the Footprint Center. Delaware, Rhode Island, and Holiday Hoop Fest. It's at UBS. So that's at the Islanders Arena. 5 o'clock, you have Air Force in Arlington. That's the USLBM Coast to Coast Challenge. 5:30 CBS, number 9, North Carolina, number 14, Kentucky from Atlanta. So, talk about... That's probably the most interesting game of the weekend because the loser is going to have a lot of, things to say, you know? A lot of media coverage to the loser. 5:30 on Fox Sports 1, number 25, Northwestern, DePaul. High Point, Georgia on the SEC Network. 6 o'clock ACC Network, Northeastern, number 22, Virginia. ESPNU 6:30, West Virginia and UMass in the Hall of Fame Classic. That's at Mass Mutual. UNLV St. Mary's in the Colangelo Classic in Phoenix. Holiday Hoop Fest is Iona St. Joe's at 7. 7:30 SEC Network, Cal Ole Miss from San Antonio. Vandy and Texas Tech at the Coast to Coast Challenge. That's at Dickies. On Fox Sports 1, you have Winthrop Xavier, 8 o'clock on Fox. Alabama, number 8, Creighton. That's a decent game. Louisiana Tech, St. Louis. SMU, Florida State on the ACC Network. 9 o'clock, Green Bay, number 11, Oklahoma. Georgia State, number 18, BYU. Weber State, Wyoming. Colangelo Classic, 9:30, Grand Canyon, Portland. HBCU Challenge, Texas Southern, NCAT. 10 o'clock, ESPN2. NC State, number 12, Tennessee in San Antonio. On ESPNU, the Coast to Coast Challenge, Arizona State, TCU. That's at Dickies as well. And then the HBCU, 11:59 on ESPNU, Jackson State and Howard. That's at in Vegas. All right, Sunday notable games, 1 o'clock, Big Ten Network, Colgate, number 60, Illinois. CBS Sports Network, Oregon, Syracuse. ESPN, USC, Auburn. 2 o'clock, ACC Network, Pepperdine, Louisville. 3 o'clock, Pac-12 Network, UTSA, Oregon State. Nebraska, Kansas State. North Texas, Mississippi State. 5 o'clock, Oral Roberts, Oklahoma State. On ESPN, Seton Hall, Missouri. Pac-12 Network, Idaho, Stanford. 6 o'clock, Colorado State, Pueblo. Number 17, Colorado State. ESPNU. HBCU Challenge, Howard, Texas Southern. Florida and Iowa State. 8 o'clock, Washington, Seattle. ESPNU, HBCU, NCAA, Jackson State, and then 10 o'clock on Nevada and Hawaii. Okay. And we will look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Celtics over the Cavs 116-107. Bulls over Heat 124-116. So best bet lost again. Wolves over the Mavs 119-101. Nuggets over the Nets 124-101. Jazz over the Blazers 132-114. Kings over the Thunder 128-123. Clips over the Warriors 131-113. All right, tonight's games 7 o'clock. You have the Pelicans against the Hornets. Pelicans by 10. A quarter till 2:31. At 9:20. And we have 7 and 2:31.5. I'm laying the 7 with the Pels. Pistons Sixers. Sixers by a whopping 20.5 till 2:31.7. 16 and 2:35.5. I'm going to lay the 16 with Philly. Pacers Wizards minus Pacers 9.5 till 2:47 and 19/20, and it is 8 and 2:57.5. I'm going to take the under. Magic Celtics at 7:30. My line is Boston by 10 total 2:23 and 4/5, and it is 6 and 2:23. I'm going to lay 6 with the Celts. That's low. Hawks Raptors. My line is the Raptors by 2.25 so 2:36.5, and it's 2 and 2:44.5. I'm going to take the under. 7:30 ESPN Lakers Spurs. My line is the Lakers by 12.25 so 2:29, and at 10 that it's 7.5 and 2:34.5. I'm gonna take the under. 8 o'clock Rockets Grizzlies. My lines Grizzlies by a quarter so 2:20 or 2:17 and a 10th or a 5th. And it's Rockets by 4 total 2:12. I'm going to take the Grizzlies plus the 4 and plus 140 to win outright. And 10 o'clock ESPN Knicks Suns. That's the Suns by 3.5 total 2:25 and 7/10. And we have 5 and 2:30.5 under. All right, Saturday's a nice slate. 6 o'clock Pistons Bucks, Sixers Hornets at 7:30 NBA TV. Hawks Cavs 8 o'clock Bulls Heat, Pacers T Wolves 8:30 Nets Warriors 9 o'clock Thunder Nuggets, Mavs Blazers 10 o'clock NBA TV Jazz Kings, and 10:30 Knicks Clippers. Sunday's the small one, those 3 o'clock. Magic Celtics 3:30 Pelicans Spurs, 7 o'clock Rockets Bucks, 8 o'clock Wizards Suns, and 9 o'clock Warriors Blazers. Okay, now move on to hockey. We will recap yesterday's results, look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Jackets over the Leafs 6-5 in OT. Flyers over the Caps 4-3 shootout. Canes over the Red Wings 2-1. Blues over the Sens 4-2. Wild over the Flames 3-2 shootout. Lightning over the Oilers 7-4. Canucks over the Panthers 4-0. And the Kraken over the Blackhawks 7-1. Alright, tonight's game 7 o'clock. You have the Ducks and the Rangers from the Garden. My opinion, absolute must for New York. They're minus 275 favorites. The Ducks are plus 220 over and they're 6.5. Overs plus 102 and there's minus 124. Ducks plus 1.5 is minus 114. Rangers minus 1.5 is minus 105. I'm going to go with the over at plus money. Rangers are kind of an over team lately. 7:30 ESPN Plus and Hulu. Preds Canes. Canes minus 176. Preds plus 146 over under 6.5. Overs plus 8. Unders minus 132. Preds plus 1.5 is minus 170. Canes minus 1.5 is plus 140. I like the over 2 at plus money. Bruins Islanders. Bruins minus 130. Islanders plus 3 over under 5.5. Overs minus 120. Unders minus 102. Bruins minus 1.5 is plus 28. Isles plus 1.5 is minus 230. I like the under. Don't feel good about it. 8 o'clock Sens Stars. Stars minus 205, Sens plus 168, over under 6.5, over is even money, unders minus 122. Sens plus 1.5 is minus 138, Stars minus 1.5 is plus 115. I'm going with Stars on the puck line, minus 1.5 at plus 115. 9 o'clock, Sharks, Coyotes. Coyotes minus 10, Sharks plus 172, over under 6.5, overs plus 106, unders minus 130. Sharks plus 1.5 is minus 137, Coyotes minus 1.5 is plus 114. I like the over at plus money. And at 10 o'clock, Sabres, Golden Knights. Vegas minus 2 cents, Sabres plus 172, over under 6.5, overs plus 102, unders minus 124. Sabres plus 1.5 is minus 134, Vegas minus 1.5 is plus 112. I like the over 6.5 here too at plus 102. Saturday, 2 o'clock, NHL Network, Canucks Wild. 7 o'clock, Pens Leafs, Rangers Bruins, Isles Habs, Red Wings Flyers, Devils Jackets, Avs Jets. 8 o'clock, Stars Blues, Caps Preds. 9 o'clock, Sabres Coyotes. 10 o'clock, Lightning Flames, Panthers Oilers, and Kings Kraken. Sunday, 3 o'clock, NHL Network, Canucks Blackhawks. 6 o'clock, NHL Network, Capitals Canes. 7 o'clock, Devils hosting the Ducks. 8 o'clock, Sharks Avs, and Sens Golden Knights. Alrighty, now we'll move on to soccer. We'll go over the results from yesterday. Look ahead to soccer for today. Union yesterday over Liverpool 2-1. Leverkusen over Molde 5-1. Villarreal over Rennes 3-2. AS Roma over Sheriff 3-0. West Ham over Freiburg 2-0. Rangers over Betis 3-2. Brighton over Marseille 1-0. And Atalanta over Raikkow 4-0. And then there's a couple we didn't do. FK Karabag over BK Hacken 2-1. Toulouse over Las Glins 2-1. Slavia Prague over Servette 4-0. Maccabi Haifa over Panathinaikos 2-1. Ajax over AEK Athens 3-1. Sparta over AS Limassol 3-1. Sporting over Strumgez 3-0. Olympiacos over TSCBT 5-2. And then West Ham over Freiburg 2-0. All right, Conference League. Surgeonski Sevilla 1-1 draw. Ludogorets over Nords Jalid 1-0. Aberdeen over Frankfurt 2-0. Fenerbahce over Trnava 4-0. Paok over HJK Helsinki 4-2. Ferencvaros at Fiorentina 1-1 draw. Genk and Kariki Genk wins that 2-0. Legia Warsaw over AZ Alkmaar 2-0. Club Brugge over Bodo Glimt 3-1. Dynamo Zagreb over Balkani 3-0. Lille over KL Klosvik 3-0. Besiktas over FC Lugano 2-0. Maccabi Tel Aviv over KAA Gent 3-1. Olympija over South Bratislava 2-1. Victoria Plzeň over FC Astana 3-0. And Z Luhansk over Britobalik 4-0. UEFA Women's Paris FC over Real Madrid 2-1. Bayern over and Ajax 1-1 draw. Chelsea BK Hacken 0 draw. And PSG over Roma 2-1. All right, Liga MX Tigres America 1-1 draw. And it's Sunday at 8:30. America and Tigres take 2. Obviously a very highly anticipated game. I'm trying to pull it up here. But I don't have the odds for that one yet. So, what I'm going to do is when this comes out, I'm going to bet another draw. Right, Premier League today, 3 o'clock, Nottingham Forest and Tottenham. Nottingham plus 340, Tottenham minus 135. The draw is plus 310. Look at the draw plus 310. Saturday, 10 o'clock, Bournemouth, Luton, Chelsea, Sheffield United, Man City, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Fulham, 12:30, Burnley, Everton. Sunday, 9 o'clock, Arsenal, Brighton, Brentford, Aston Villa, West Ham, Wolves, and 11:30, Liverpool and Man United. German Bundesliga today, 2:30, Gladbach and Bremen. Gladbach minus 105, Bremen plus 240, draw plus 290. We'll go with Gladbach at minus 105. 9:30, Augsburg, Dortmund, Mainz, Heidenheim, Darmstadt, Wolfsburg, Bochum, here in Berlin, and 12:30, Hoffenheim. Sunday, 9:30, Freiburg, Cologne, 11:30, Leverkusen, Frankfurt, and 1:30, Bayern, Stuttgart. Well, we've got today, Osasuna and Rayo. Osasuna plus 110, Rayo plus 270, the draws plus 210. So for this one, I'm going to go with Rayo at plus 270. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Celta Vigo, Granada, 10:15, Athletic and Atletico, 12:30, Sevilla, Getafe, 3 o'clock, Valencia, Barcelona. Sunday, 8 o'clock, Almeria, Mallorca, 10:15, Real Sociedad, Betis, 12:30, Las Palmas, Cadiz, and 3 o'clock, Real Madrid and Villarreal. Serie A today, 2:40, Genoa and Juventus. Genoa plus 370, Juventus minus 110, the draw is 2-1. I'm going to take Juventus minus 110. Saturday, 9 o'clock, Lecce, Frosinone, 12 o'clock, Napoli, Cagliari, and 2:45, Torino, Napoli. Sunday, 6:30, Milan and Monza, 9 o'clock, Fiorentina, Verona, Udinese, Sassuolo, 12 o'clock, Bologna, AS Roma, 2:45, Lazio, and Inter Milan. And League 1, 3 o'clock, Monaco and Lyon. Monaco minus 165, Lyon plus 360, draw plus 320. For this one, we're going to do over 3.5 goals at plus 132. Saturday, 11 o'clock, Le Havre, AC at Nice, 3 o'clock, Linz, Reims. Sunday, 7 a.m., Nantes, Brest, 9 o'clock, Lorient, Strasbourg, Metz, Montpellier, Toulouse, Rennes, 11 o'clock, Marseille, Clermont-Foot, and 2:45, Lille and PSG. Dutch Eredivisie. Today, 2 o'clock, NEC and Fortuna. We don't have a line for that yet, amazingly enough. But I think that's going to be a draw. Saturday, 10:30, FC Utrecht, RKC Waldwick, 12:45, Excelsior, Go Ahead Eagles, 3 o'clock, Heerenveen, FC Volendam. And Sunday, 6 p.m., Almere City, Vitesse, 8:30, Heracles, Feyenoord, Sparta FC 20, 10:45, Ajax, PC Zwolle, and 2 o'clock, AZ Alkmaar and PSV. And then the ELC coming up over the weekend, 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, Ipswich, Norwich City, 10 o'clock, Bristol City, Sutherland, Hull, Cardiff, Leeds, Coventry, Millwall, Huddersfield, Plymouth, Rotherham, Preston, Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, QPR, Southampton, Blackburn, Swansea, Borough. And Sunday at 7 a.m., West Brom and Stoke. All right, now we're going to move on to Survivor from Wednesday night. It was a really good show, to say the least. So, after the latest tribal, Katura was caught searching for a new idol, and Austin and Dean followed suit, and then Austin and Katura ran into each other and were talking about trying to take Julie out again. Of course. A reward challenge. Tribe members started on platforms in the water, and they had to swim and walk to the shore through water to a barrel. Tipping the barrel on its side, they had to climb on using hanging ropes to steady themselves using their feet. And then they rolled the barrels down a track, collecting 3 keys along the way. And at the end of the track, they used the keys to unlock a slide puzzle. And the winner would choose 2 other members to join them on a helicopter ride out to a sandpit for a picnic. Austin won reward and chose to share it with Dee and Katura in hopes that Drew and Jake would keep Julie from strategizing against him. Instead, Jake found the idol and vowed to make a big move with it. And then the immunity challenge is the players balanced on one foot on a platform with the other foot on one end of a hinged beam with the ball on the other end. The last tribe member standing with the ball still won individual immunity. This was a new individual immunity challenge that I liked. D won immunity. And then Jake tried to convince Julie to blindside Drew. And then Dee and Katura were plotting the same thing. Austin and Drew targeted Julie, of course. In a tribal, Austin played his amulet idol on himself since it would expire after that vote. But no votes were cast against him. Then Drew was sent to the jury. So, if the vote was 4-2 Drew. Drew and Austin voted Julie, and then the rest of the group voted Drew. So credit to Jake and to Julie and Katura for the blindside and getting D to flip. So now your final 5 is Austin, Jake, Julie, Katura, and D, which is interesting. Of course, which is it's gonna be a really good episode. Come Wednesday night. Best move of the episode. Definitely Jake finding the idol. He didn't need to play it, obviously, in this episode, but it's good until 5. So he could play it, and if he wins immunity at 5, he could play it to save somebody, which would really help his resume. But Jake went from really no shot to actually a shot to win, which is crazy. Worst move of the episode, I'm going to say Austin trying not to save one of the Reba Strongs. Because Austin should have known he was safe. I know it expires after 6. I understand why he would play it on himself, but I like when players play it for somebody else. Like, that's a selfless thing to do in Survivor, and I think it helps your resume. So, I'm going to say Austin not playing the idol on Drew, in case he had an inkling from D that they might be saving him. Best moment of the episode, I loved Katura and D bonding over trying to vote out Drew. Because I always like to see when, like, the person from the, in now this case, the majority tribe, which is Reba, and it's somebody from the, out, come together and get along like that. I'd love to see those two get along. There wasn't really a worse moment for me, but I'm not gonna reveal my picks to win your final three, who's out of 5 and whatnot, until the Wednesday podcast, because I just want to save my predictions for last. So I'm going to hold off on next week's projections. Okay, now move on to the news and notes for today. Obviously, everyone and their mother was making fun of the Chargers. They're down 49-0. Memes were flying. Fans were roasting Brendan Staley, who's going to be out of job by the time this podcast is recorded. As I said at the open, Richard Sherman on Amazon said, fire Staley at halftime. And Staley said he was unsure if he'd still be the Chargers coach tomorrow after the game. And he meant tomorrow, like, as in it, he was said yesterday. Josh Jacobs did not play against the Chargers, but Devontae Adams did. Darren Waller returns to practice as he's designated to return off IR. Jonathan Taylor will be out again against the Steelers. Shohei Ohtani had the press conference. He was rocking his new threads. And the Dodgers also acquired Tyler Glasnow and Mino Margot from the Rays for Ryan Papuai and the outfielder that was rumored, Johnny DeLuca. And then this is contingent on Glasnow signing an extension with the Dodgers. So my instant reaction was that this takes the Dodgers out of the Yamamoto sweepstakes if they want to extend Glasnow. Glasnow, I think, is a really risky addition. Dodgers could, in theory, afford an addition like this. But if it doesn't work out, then you trade him again or replace him somehow. But everyone is saying they're still in on Yamamoto. And it was reported by John Heyman that the Dodgers and the Yankees are the favorites to sign him. Nightingale thinks it's just the Yankees that are the favorites. But Glasnow, an interesting pickup for the Dodgers, for sure. The Tigers land Jack Flaherty 1 year, $14 million. A deal that can max out at 15 with bonuses. And a new team enters the Yamamoto sweepstakes, the Philadelphia Phillies. That's crazy. Everybody wants this guy. In another trade, the Brewers get Taylor Clark from the Royals for infielder Cam Daveney and right-handed reliever Ryan Brady. And then Tyler Mahle to the Rangers, 2 years, $22 million. And then he should return to the season and can earn another $5 million in performance bonuses based on innings pitched. So that's interesting. John Collins is on the trade block as the Jazz are frustrated with his slow uptake on learning their system. Oh my God. Nobody likes John Collins, I swear. I feel like he's like automatic trade block. Charles Barkley does not want to see an in-season tournament banner as he plans to roast the Lakers when they do it. That's going to be a mixed reaction for sure. Will Shepard announces that he'll play for Colorado in his final season of eligibility, so he transfers from Vandy to Colorado to play for Coach Prime. And then the best news of all, Dick Vitale is cancer-free, as he announces on social media that his latest scans came back clear. That is wonderful news. Now we look forward to seeing Dick Vitale on TV. All right, best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. So for best bet, I'm going to go with soccer. And where I'm going to go is Serie A. I'm going to take the -110 with Juventus. They're better than Genoa, and I'm surprised that they're this short of a favorite. So I'm going to Juventus -110 in Serie A against Genoa. And then Fab 5 in the NFL really quickly. So there's some interesting calls in this, but we'll see how we do. We went 3-2 last week, trying to close out the season strong. Pick number 1 of the Fab 5. I'm going to take the over 37.5 in Jets Dolphins. I had that over in the Black Friday game, and it worked out. I'll do it again. Pick number 2, I'm going over 38.5 between the Bears and the Browns. The Bears, it did not go for me as well with the taking an over in a Bears game last week, but I could see that game into the 40s, and the Browns have been scoring points with Joe Flacco. Pick number 3 of the Fab 5. I'm going to take the Buccaneers plus the 3.5 against the Packers. I'm going against the Packers again. I don't know if the Bucs are going to win outright, but 3.5 is enticing. Pick number 4. I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 12.5 at home against the Niners. I just think that number is extremely high, and the 49ers have some injuries as well. And then the last pick of the Fab 5, I'm going to take the Jaguars plus 3.5 against the Ravens. It's -120, but I love the hook. And then the underdog moneyline pick of the week, doubling down, I'm going Jacksonville plus 138. I just don't like how the Ravens have looked lately, so plus 138 underdog pick of the week for the Jaguars. All right, so there you have it for the show. I'll be back on Monday recapping everything and looking at everything on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone.